Welcome back to Riches to Rag, your go-to channel for all things fashion history. Today, we're diving deep into the captivating evolution of platform shoes, from their humble beginnings in ancient Greece to the sleek designs of the modern era. So before we explore on this stylish journey, remember to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you're ready to uncover the secrets of these fascinating footwear trends. Our fashion voyage begins in the year 220 BC in ancient Greece. Back then, Greek actors took the stage in leather sandals with cork platforms called the kathurnas. These shoes, with heights reaching up to 6 inches, weren't just about looking taller, they also made sure the audience could spot the protagonist clearly, enhancing the dramatic experience. The Middle Ages brought a need for elevated shoes for both nobility and commoners. Why, you ask? Well, the streets were far from clean, and wooden paddens became a popular choice for outdoor wear. They kept people's feet above the muck, making every trip outside a bit more pleasant. Who wouldn't want that? As time passed, paddens evolved into the extravagant chopine, a statement piece worn by Italian nobility. Some of these towering shoes reached heights of nearly 30 inches and were adorned with jewels. Women who dared to wear them needed walking sticks for stability. In 1547, Catherine de Medici even used chopines to give her 411 frame a boost, setting a trend among French nobility. Moving ahead to the 1700s in China, we find male actors in the Peking opera strutting their stuff in silk platform boots. Just like their Greek counterparts, the higher the sole, the more important the character. It was a smart way to avoid the acrobatic flips required of lower-rank players. Platforms weren't just about height, they were about status. Fast forward to the 1930s when platform shoes made their modern resurgence in the West thanks to Salvatore Ferragamo's innovative cork sandal. The rainbow-colored heels of this era were, and still are, considered a symbol of modernity and style. The 1970s took the platform game to a whole new level, driven by the disco craze. This was the era of high-heeled platform sandals and shoes, and everyone, from men to women, was eager to shine on the dance floor. Some platform enthusiasts even went a step further, adding live aquariums and light-up bulbs to their pairs for extra pizzazz. Fast forward to the 1990s, and it's the Spice Girls who brought platform sneakers into the limelight. Their popularity skyrocketed, but it wasn't all fun and games. These platforms also led to a fair share of sprained ankles, especially during gym classes. In the early 2010s, the ugly shoe trend introduced us to the flatform. These were flat sandals or Oxfords featuring a thick platform sole with no noticeable incline. They were stable, sporty, and surprisingly quite divisive in the fashion world. People either loved them or loathed them, but one thing was for sure, they were everywhere. High heels didn't just pop into existence, they evolved over time. From Venetian prostitutes to British queens and French designers, the journey of high heels is a fascinating one, beautifully depicted in Rebecca Shawcross's book Shoes and Illustrated History. Chopines, originating from Venice, are thought to have begun as a symbol of sensuality and status among prostitutes. But eventually, these towering shoes found their way into the wardrobes of the aristocracy. They signaled wealth, showing that you were so well off that you didn't even need to walk. The origins of high heels are a subject of debate, but one of the earliest documented wearers in Europe was Queen Elizabeth I. Her 1595 wardrobe comprised a pair of Spanish leather shoes with high heels and arches. Early shoes of this era often featured latchets with lace or ribbon ties, an early form of shoelaces. Until around 1660, men's and women's shoe styles were quite similar. However, from that point onward, women's shoes became more ornate, with silks, brocades, and velvet, while men's shoes leaned towards practicality. King Louis XIV of France, a true fashion pioneer, introduced red heels and soles. He had his heels covered in red Morocco leather or painted in that color from his early 20s until he was at least 63 years old. His subjects couldn't resist knockoffs like the women's green velvet mules. As the 19th century dawned, women's heels grew lower, influenced by revolutions and a rejection of royalty. Square-toed slippers with ribbon ties became the trend, foreshadowing the ballet slipper. Empress Josephine, Napoleon's wife, was said to own over 300 pairs of these shoes. Following the decline of the slipper trend, heels began their ascent again, reaching half an inch in 1851 and 2.5 inches by 1860. This era saw the emergence of the classic women's court shoe, what Americans refer to as the pump. Versatile and widely worn, it became a fashion staple. Post-World War II, Christian Dior and shoe designer Roger Vivier played a vital role in reviving French shoe style. Vivier is credited with inventing the stiletto heel, crafting a slender and strong heel referred to as the needle. These heels helped shape the modern sex symbol, with Marilyn Monroe herself customizing her stilettos for that iconic walk. Today, despite the popularity of the single-sole pump, most women own some version of a platform pump. Whether you were captivated by Alexander McQueen's alien shoe craze, own a classic YSL tribute, or are embracing Charlotte Olympia's fresh-feeling stacked pump, the platform shoe has cemented its status as a true fashion staple for modern women. And there you have it, a thrilling journey through the fascinating history of platform shoes, from ancient Greece to the contemporary fashion scene. Who would have thought that these towering platforms had such a rich and diverse history? We hope you enjoyed this stylish trip through time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating fashion evolutions on Riches to Rag. Until our next adventure in the world of fashion, keep strutting your style with confidence.